On August 27th, 2021, the Minecraft Bed Wars YouTuber Technoblade publicly announces that he's been diagnosed with cancer.
And then they came back and they told me that the reason my arm hurts is because I have cancer.
Naturally, Twitter and the entire Minecraft community wishes Technoblade the best. The majority of the commentary community, which is notorious for talking about MCYT drama, decides not to cover this topic out of respect for Techno. That is except for one YouTuber. One YouTuber decides to cover the topic. The YouTuber Jaiden makes a tweet. These channels are already milking the Technoblade situation while making a video on that situation on the exact same day. Once people started calling her out on this, she had a mental breakdown on Twitter, ultimately ending up in both of her accounts getting suspended. Jaiden has been one of the fastest growing commentary YouTubers to date. At the peak of the Jaiden channel, each video would do quite better than the last. But looking at Jaiden's channel today, it's quite the opposite. Jaiden's channel is dying. Each video seems to do worse than the last. Most people say it's all the controversy surrounding Jaiden. The Technoblade drama where Optimus dropped his legendary commentary crusade on Jaiden, being the final shot to blow Jaiden's channel into irrelevancy. Optimus may have taken the glory for the kill, but that's not the whole story. This is the rise and fall of Jaiden.
What's going on, guys? It's your Blaze MC here, and welcome to episode 1 of Minecraft. My channel is dying. My views are down like 50% right now. I can't even hit 200 views on my newest videos.
So, Dream just did a face reveal. Well, kinda. I feel awful for Technoblade, so I messed up. As you guys know, yesterday I made a video talking about the entire Technoblade situation.
First of all, make sure you're not milking somebody's death, because that's fucked. But if anybody ever tells you to stop milking a topic that isn't scummy, shut the fuck up.
I'm just so tired of life. I know it can be a bitch. Can't wait till I'm rich. I'll still be bored of this shit, but I'll keep my screws on the hinge. I'm finding myself. I got a gun on the shelf, and luckily just to protect safety.
To understand why Jaiden is problematic, we first need to understand who Jaiden is. Jaiden had many channels before her main channel, but her main channel started off as a simple Minecraft channel. She made videos on Minecraft servers to be exact, mostly the server 2b2t, a Minecraft server based around anarchy. She made many videos on 2b2t, one of them even amassed over 70k views. Everything was looking good for the Jaiden channel, but then it took a turn for the worst. Her videos started getting less and less views. Even her 2b2t videos were getting merely of a fraction the views they used to get. Her channel was falling off, and it wasn't like Jaiden wasn't aware of this. Jaiden knew it was time to change up her content, so Jaiden started experimenting with the commentary scene. At first, Jaiden didn't find much success in commentary. Her channel wasn't growing very much anymore, and she made a video titled Real Talk, pretty much talking about the state of her dead channel. This doesn't add much to the story besides one key fact. Jaiden cares about views. If Jaiden doesn't get views, Jaiden isn't happy. Needless to say, her commentary videos were extremely bland and generic, but that all changed one day when she decided to base her videos off of news about YouTube drama. Her source came from Twitter. You see, when something would go viral on Twitter, Jaiden would make a video on it, and since the topic was so hot, the video was bound to get views. This is what is known today as topic commentary. She made a distinct style of content where she reported on news topics, which worked well in the YouTube algorithm, but was arguably some of the most bland and boring content you can make on YouTube. But eventually, she found success. Well, there's nothing wrong with her content besides the fact that it's fucking terrible. If you dig deeper, you'll find a darker side to Jaiden. You'll have to go to her Twitter account to really understand how much of a spurg this person is. Ever since Jaiden started making commentary videos, her channel has been growing pretty fast. And just like any YouTuber who grows a relatively large channel, she knew the right move was to expand to other platforms along with her YouTube channel. So that's exactly what she did. She created a TikTok, a Twitter, and a Discord server. But on these platforms, she acts a little bit different than the way she acts on her videos. She may not show any personality in her videos, but she sure shows a lot of personality on her Twitter account. The first major dip in Jaiden's reputation was caused by Twitter. You see, Jaiden makes her shitty little news videos every single day, but she also tweets about them every single day. One day, one of them got 1 out of 10, so she made a tweet, "Hey, my new video is doing terrible, what the fuck?" And the YouTuber Lyrics goes into the replies and calls her cringe for making this tweet, which is honestly true. But let's just say she didn't reply to that, very maturely. In fact, she had an entire meltdown. "No, I fucking hate this dude, I hope he died a terrible fucking death, I can't even say the rest of that." And then we have "kill yourself." Now, I don't want to reiterate this whole thing. Lyrics made a video on this, clowning on Jaiden, but he actually took it down along with the rest of his videos so he could make Minecraft Demon Slayer Let's Plays. But I would like to point out one thing. The main thing Jaiden was doing here was flexing her analytics on Lyrics, pretty much claiming that his channel was dead and her channel was doing good. Pretty much flexing the analytics she was just complaining about. One day, a YouTuber by the name of AnsChan makes a small joke video calling out Jaiden, and Jaiden replies with the comment, "Haha, you losers are desperate." She later deleted this comment. She made another comment on her alt account, "Enjoy the clout loser dash my alt account." And she called people who made videos on her clout chasers a lot of the time. Now, but I think this argument is extremely extremely flawed, and here's why. Jaiden seems to have a problem with people, quote, using her name for clout, but she does the same thing to Dream and Tommy Innit. She uses their name for clout. In fact, she even uses their face for clout. She clickbaited their face reveals, both Dream and Corpse Husband, and those are her 2 most viewed videos. I find Jaiden's content to be extremely boring in general, but I have zero problem with her milking Dream. But this argument that everyone's using her name for clout is extremely flawed, because people can make videos on whoever they want. They're not all doing it for the views. Now, I'm sure views are part of it, and views were a large part of the reason why I made so many videos on you, Jaiden, but people could say the exact same thing about your Dream video, so I don't understand why you continue to use this argument. Later on, me and Jaiden got into a DM argument where she repeatedly used the points that her sub count made her content good, but if you've ever seen a video by her, you'll know that that's not the case. Jaiden seems to think just because she has all these subscribers, she can't be criticized or the criticism isn't valid, but that's an extremely bullshit point because no matter how many subs you have, you can be criticized for your shitty actions. But nah, she gets your views in a second. If you criticize her, no, she just gets your views in a second. She's just arguably one of the best channels. Like, there's no, like, real debating with that, you know what I mean? There's far worse channels out there, yeah. I don't care what anyone says, this logic is extremely retarded, but you know, none of this was enough to bring down Jaiden's reputation, but what happened next, kinda did. It was a lot like the lyric situation, a meltdown, just at a much larger scale. Let's dive into this bullshit.
Fetch me that song. For drama, smoking nada. Black leather on the jeans and the Honda.
Jaiden is pretty awful at making decisions, primarily about what to say on the internet. See, Jaiden just says whatever she feels like, which you know is fine, but when people do this on Twitter, it really just demonstrates the fundamental problem with Twitter. This doesn't just go for Jaiden, but there are people who sit down all day and they just make these fucking tweets in their room all day long. Every little thought and opinion they have, you know, they just put it on the internet. You know, I have a little opinion on this, I'm gonna put it on the internet. I have a little thought about this, I'm gonna put it on the internet. But here's the thing, everyone who uses Twitter is a human being, so we all think of some dumb shit sometimes. And you know, here's the main problem with Twitter. It's not cancel culture, it's not the stands or any of that bullshit. It's really that these people who put every little thought and opinion they have on the internet, and they're constantly putting this stuff on the internet, are bound to put some stupid shit on the internet. It's only human, we think of some dumb shit. But when you're constantly putting it on the internet, it makes you look like a dumbass because of course you're gonna put some dumb shit on the internet. But here's what you kind of have to wonder about these people on Twitter. You know, everyone says, oh, the people on Twitter, they're all so stupid. All of them are retards. But you kind of have to wonder, are they really retarded? Or do they just put every little thought on the internet because they have no fucking life? That being said, Jaiden tends to have a habit of putting like some next level dumb shit. Like, it's not like the kind of dumb shit you see on Twitter. This is like next level shit. Here, I'll read it out to you right now. So let's start off with tweet number 1. Why are religious people so sensitive? Now, it's a completely fair statement to make. You know, all religious people, they're all just so sensitive. But then she ramps it up a little bit. I want religion gone. Okay, you know, she kind of fucking took it to the next level there. I hope World War II happens to all religious people. So then she goes on to kind of say, oh, religion, it's an outdated concept. She keeps going on talking about this shit. And then once Tipster News says, hey, you know, I'm glad to know that someone like Jaiden, who I've been extremely supportive for quite some time, thinks I'm mentally weak just because I believe in something that brings me purpose to life. And then she says, yeah, you're a real piece of shit for disagreeing with me. Dude, you have some shit takes. You're gonna fucking have people disagree with you. This is the most fucking dumbass shit I've ever seen. He's a piece of shit because he's religious and disagreeing with you. That's fucking retarded. These beliefs have no place in modern society. Do you think slave owners have a place in society? Nazis? What about Roman soldiers? People who okay, dude, I can't fucking read this with a straight face. I didn't realize there's a lot of religious people in the commentary community. Jesus Christ, I keep blocking all of these losers. Yeah, they're the fucking losers, not someone who tweets every 5 fucking seconds. You know, religious people, they're just the real losers, not you, terminally on Twitter all goddamn day making these dumbass statements. But here's the best part, I don't have a screenshot of this tweet. I tried to archive everything I can, but after this whole meltdown, after everything, she kind of realized, hey, this is kind of stupid. She tweets out, I've been crying over this app for an hour. Which, by the way, can I just say, she said religious people are sensitive. You cried over Twitter for an hour. I refuse to believe this is a real person. But that's not even it. Jaiden actually had multiple meltdowns. So essentially, what happened during the second one is Jaiden made a tweet, how are these YouTubers already milking the Technoblade situation? And it shows people like, you know, oh, Technoblade got cancer, all this clickbait stuff, streamers react to Technoblade getting cancer, all that bullshit. But after she called out these channels for, quote, milking the Technoblade situation, she decided it was a good idea, hey, you know, I'm just gonna go make my own video on Technoblade, why not? And she goes out and she makes her video, and surprisingly, her video is a masterpiece. She explains that she actually feels bad for Technoblade and how no one should deserve deserve to get cancer, you know? She's really putting some groundbreaking opinions on the table. Really just like a good, informative video. And the best part was when she called out the clickbaiting channels, clickbaiting people's cancer, that's wrong. Just a really well-made and well-done video that I really enjoyed, but unfortunately she took it down. You'll see why. But essentially, everyone was calling her out from every angle, and she was saying about, oh, my fans still love me. The haters, they're just gonna hate, but my fans still love me. For every person who hates me, there's 100 people who love me. She just kind of like spurged at everyone, like fucking said a bunch of shit to anyone who criticized her. But here's the bottom line. This is like plainly hypocritical, because she told John Swan in DMs. John Swan said, hey, you're being hypocritical. And by the way, I don't like John Swan by any means. I don't fucking like that guy, but pretty much he said, hey, you can see how this is hypocritical. And she said, oh, but I only made one video. That's not milking. Jaiden, it does not matter. It's bad for the same reason. You, along with these clickbait channels that you called out, are profiting off of someone's cancer diagnosis. You're doing the same thing you called them out for. That's the problem with them. They're using Technoblade's cancer diagnosis for money, just like the same way you're doing it. It's bad for the same fucking reason. After this, Optimus dropped a video on Jaiden, pretty much explaining everything I just explained. And then Jaiden dropped an apology video, but most people were smart enough to realize that, Jaiden, she put on like a sad tone in the video, but if you read between the lines, you'll know that she's just secretly trying to justify everything she did while putting it under the title of an apology video. But yeah, I just want to interject one more thing real fast. Jaiden actually got into a drama with the YouTuber Absorber. She pretty much stole some other YouTuber's video named Loisty, but she called him out for potentially faking hate donations in his live stream. Absorber threatened to do a copyright takedown of Jaiden's video, which is pretty stupid, but Jaiden did a copyright takedown of someone who re-uploaded her deleted video, I Feel Awful for Technoblade. If you really meant your apology, why would it matter if they re-uploaded your video? Well, I think it's because her apology is fake, but you could draw your own conclusion. Yes, it is her content, but this shit is fucking pathetic. An archive is meant for people to see deleted videos, and the fact that you strike them down, in my opinion, is fucking pathetic. Eventually though, just like any situation, the situation died down, but so did Jaiden's channel. For the last part of this video, I want to talk about why Jaiden's channel died. Does it have to do with the Technoblade drama or something else? Let's dive into this final fucking landfill. I don't assume it's very much of a stretch to know that Jaiden's channel is falling off. She once went from averaging 100k to 300k views, and now she's struggling to pass 100k. Earlier in the video, I mentioned that Jaiden started this unique style of content where she talks about YouTube drama. Whenever something explodes on Twitter, she'll make a video on it, and the topic is so hot, it's bound to get views. But Jaiden wasn't the only person making this content. For a while now, the commentary community was plagued with these awful topic commentary channels. So let's take a look at some of these other topic commentary channels. Poncho. His views are good, but he doesn't really make topic commentary anymore. He makes reaction commentary. What about Pegasus, another topic commentary channel who's been on the rise since the quarantine? He also stopped making topic commentary videos and moved to reaction. What about Decept? Well, he moved to reaction too, but it seems like he moved a little bit late. His channel doesn't seem to be doing very good. One thing you'll notice about all these other topic commentary channels that's different from Jaiden is that they all moved to reaction commentary. Jaiden hasn't. Topic commentary has been dying, and while all these channels moved away from it, Jaiden rode the trend into the sunset, and now it might be too late. Jaiden went down with the topic commentary genre. Most topic commentators moved to reaction, but Jaiden stuck around too long, and now her channel died. But maybe one day Jaiden will bounce back, along with topic commentary. Who knows, YouTube's pretty unpredictable. And if Jaiden bounces back, then I'll make 7 more videos on Jaiden. Peace, peace.